blog at The Uncoordinated Mommy, and this is my lovely sister, Jamie.
Yes.
And she blogs at Mommy to Bubba. So
yes. Kind of forgot what I was doing all of a sudden.
It happens. This is our second show today, and we are going to be recording our the YouTube tag Trick or Treat, and it's just 10 questions that are based around Halloween as we're all gearing up and getting ready to celebrate this fun month. So Jamie's going to start off by reading the first question.
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
Okay, my favorite Halloween candy is easy. It's Nerds. That's the first thing I go for.
My favorite Halloween candy is Skittles. Not everybody has them, but that would be my preference. Number 2, do you believe in ghost/spirits? Now, I think it should say ghost and or spirits because to me they're different. I don't necessarily believe in ghosts. There are things that can't be explained, and I don't have a problem with saying, oh, well, all right, can't be explained. I don't need to explain them. I'm Catholic, so I believe in spirits. I believe in the Holy Spirit. But I don't necessarily believe in ghosts.
Okay. Well, I definitely believe in ghosts. We've had too many family members who've seen, dead family members and craziness like that. It's the South. We grew up in the most haunted small town in the South. Monticello. It does have it because it's the small town that makes it.
But okay.
The difference. And it is. It's a very creepy town. But moving on to question 3.
That's a good segue into question 3. What is the spookiest thing that has ever happened to you? I guess one in particular was right after my great-grandmother passed away.
And that house is creepy. You can't tell me that house isn't creepy.
I love that house, though.
I do too, but it's creepy. I won't stand there by myself.
It was our Randy's house, and we walked into it, and my cousin Gina, who's now passed away, starts going in about how this is where she's going to live. She's gotten Granddaddy to sign a contract, and when she goes to college, this is going to be her room, and she's going to have roommates, and she's going through and she's telling us all about it. And apparently, Granddaddy, what did he do?
He scared the crap out of us.
Well, yes. He did something, and we just about took each other out trying to get out of the house.
Exactly.
Stuff like that used to happen all the time. Now that he's gone, it's few and far between. But go ahead.
And we definitely think that he may have come back to visit once or twice. Yes. Last Christmas Eve, I'm going to start with Noah's story. Last Christmas Eve, we were all standing in the foyer at my mom's house. And we're all talking like somebody's getting ready to leave. And Noah just starts laughing. And I was like, what, baby? What is it? And he was like, that guy. And he's like, he's funny. And I was like, what guy? And he just points to vacant air. And he was like, he said my name. He's funny. I mean, freaked me out. And then earlier that night. Earlier that night, Jamie and I are standing in the kitchen. There's a lot of people in the kitchen. She's at one end of the kitchen. I'm at the other. And there's the rest of the house is behind me through a doorway. It's more like the garage area. And then there was a doorway to my left going in one of the living rooms. And you were talking to me, Jamie, and you're saying something, but I don't even remember what you were saying because as you're talking, all of a sudden I hear, Jamie.
And at the same time I heard, Tracy.
But the funny thing is I didn't know that. I heard Jamie, and I'm like, and that's what you did. You just started laughing, and I'm like, why are you laughing? And you go, did you hear that too? And I'm like, what?
And that's why I was laughing. She did exactly that.
And you're like, yeah, I just heard somebody say your name, and I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't hear somebody say your name? And it was chaos. So we just kind of guessed that's Granddaddy stopping in to say hi and play a joke on us. Who knows? It was creepy, but it wasn't. Part of me was like, what the F just happened? And the other part of me was like, I'm not scared.
That was
kind
hilarious.
of funny. It's totally, it has all the markings of Granddaddy on that.
Number 4, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn?
I'll let you start that one.
My favorite Halloween costume was while we were in San Francisco in high school. I used some of my money to buy I guess it was a Chinese dress that had slits up both sides. It was red. It was very colorful and beautiful. Very fitted. I mean, fit.
But I mean, it was like high necked. I mean, with sleeves.
Yeah, and then it had the thing that kind of crossed.
Yeah, and it had the little buttons. It was very covered, minus the huge slits. But.
Yes, and of course, me being in college, had to, as Tracy puts it, classy hooker it up.
Blood it up.
Yeah. Put fishnet stockings and high heels, and I curled my hair with chopsticks in it, and had the Dragon Lady fingernails, so I was a Dragon Lady. That by far was my favorite costume.
Cool. And I just went straight for it, and I was a Playboy bunny when I was in college.
Obviously, our favorite Halloween costumes when we were like 10 sizes smaller.
Yes, I think we were both size 2s, like when that happened.
I was a 0.
You were a 0. See, I was like a size 2, and I got the Playboy bunny costume like from the costume shop. And my boyfriend at the time, my ex, was like 8 years older than me, so I'm like 18, and he's whatever 26. The math is on that, 26. So he was old. I laugh that I call that old now, but he was old, and I was a little 18-year-old Playboy bunny, and we went to Guavaween. I remembered it, Jamie.
Guavaween, okay.
Guavaween in Ybor City. It just popped into my head. I've been trying to remember that for a day, and that was a lot of fun. But if we're talking about when we were younger, Jamie and I definitely don't agree on our favorite Halloween costumes from when we were younger.
No, I don't remember any from when we were younger, but I remember this one, and it wasn't a good memory.
Raggedy Ann, don't you?
I remember Raggedy Ann, but I remember dressing up as Raggedy Ann for a play, not for Halloween.
For a play? Okay. Well, yeah, she dyed your hair red.
Copper. Not red. Not red. Copper. I look like a penny.
Copper. It wouldn't come out. It was supposed to be temporary. But no, my favorite growing up was there's in Monticello, there's the Little Miss Watermelon Festival.
We were pageant girls.
We were pageant girls. Where we were for 1 year, like the 1 year that you were old enough to be in it.
Yes.
And we both wore the same dress. So when Jamie could fit into the dress, it was her pageant year, and then 3 years later, I got to wear the pageant dress. Well, the year that I got to wear the pageant dress, Mom decided to dress us up as Cinderella at the ball and Cinderella in rags.
And Tracy got to be Cinderella at the ball, and I got to be Cinderella in rags and she, took it like charcoal, put charcoal like all over my face, like I had been working.
It's bibbidi bobbidi boo.
That is hilarious. Sorry, this is how tired I was this morning.
Disney spooky.
Okay, number 5. Do you still dress up? Well, considering I went trick-or-treating on Friday at Disney World, yes, I do.
You got to go to
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
That's cool. Very cool. I'm very, very jealous because you got your Skittles and you got to go trick-or-treating. So,
yes, I did.
I do now with my kids. I mean, the last time I actually walked up to a door with a bag to get candy, I was probably in middle school. So, it's been a while.
Number 6. If you had to dress up this year, what costume would you choose?
I do have to dress up this year, and I have no idea.
So if you have any ideas, her and her husband need like couples ideas. If I always dress up. I made my costume last year, so I'm gonna wear it again this year.
Loved it.
I didn't wear the skirt to Disney World because it's pieces of tulle that hang down. It kind of looks like a witch's kind of shredded skirt.
Very cool.
And I figured as many rides as I was getting on that I would shred it even more. So the other night I wore my stockings and my shoes and a black t-shirt and black shorts. Number 7. How old were you when you stopped trick-or-treating? Well, we basically answered that one. Number 8. Favorite scary movie. Okay, I love this one. My favorite scary movie are any of the Poltergeist movies. They scare the bejesus out of Tracy, but I love them.
They're creepy as hell. That little girl and the old lady and the people coming out of people is disgusting. No.
I love the mirrors. I wouldn't walk by a mirror and get real close for a long time.
I don't blame you on that one. Oh, talk about mirrors. Do you remember Bloody Mary from when we were little?
Yes.
I used to like not look in the mirror before I turned. Like I'd have to turn on the light because if I looked at the mirror when it was dark, it would creep me out. But anyway, I used to love scary movies. I used to watch them all the time, along with all those creepy shows on the Disney Channel.
Boo for you, Halloween. I know it'll scare the bejesus out of you.
Mickey's scary, man. Anyway, on the History Channel, but I used to watch them all the time. Loved it. And I used to even watch them by myself. I remember calling Jamie when I was in college, and she was already in DC because I decided to watch What Lies Beneath by myself at like midnight. So it freaked me out after about 20 minutes. So I called her and made her sit on the phone with me. I don't know what our phone bill was like because this was definitely before free cell phone, long distance. But
okay, question number 9. Pumpkin patches, corn mazes, or hay rides? None of the above. Okay, last question. And we totally disagree on this. We don't know how to answer it.
Can't remember the question.
Trick or treat.
Oh.
I said I would prefer a trick. Like if you're going to play a trick on somebody or give them a treat, I would prefer to play a trick.
To play a trick on somebody else?
Yes.
I looked at it as when you walk up to the door and you say trick or treat, like, what are you going to give me? And I'm like, why the hell are you asking? You just say, give me a treat.
So Tracy and I disagree. We disagree on how the question's being asked. Yes, if I'm looking at it from her perspective, I would prefer a treat, Skittles.
You prefer to receive a treat, but to give a treat.
Yeah.
Trick. Yeah.
I like to laugh, so I love tricks.
You wanna perform some tricks in your geisha girl outfit?
Only if I'm a size 0.
Turns and tricks. That's the truth.
Okay, that is our last question.
Oh, yes. That was fun. Oh, Jamie has already decided on our next video, so you'll have to stay tuned. What's it going to be about?
It's going to be about why women don't like to take photos of themselves.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed The Sisters.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, please don't sit here. Like, yeah, you want that? Here. You take that and you go play. Our video is getting Bryce bombed. And I'm definitely getting Bryce bombed.